Welcome to Las Vegas, the host city for Super Bowl 58. This is where two American cultural icons, for the first time ever, intersect. This is where the glory of the gridiron and Super Bowl meets the glitz and glamour of Sin City and the spectacle that has become the Super Bowl. For decades, the Super Bowl has held a special place in the hearts of Americans. More than a game, it's a cultural phenomenon, a national holiday, a spectacle of athleticism and entertainment. And this year it has a new home, the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. As the Super Bowl descends on the glittering oasis, the city comes alive. Fans from across the nation donning their team colors, creating an atmosphere where the excitement is palpable.
Doing it for the Bay! Bang, bang, Niner gang! Go Niners!
I feel elated. I am so happy to be back in the Super Bowl.
Chiefs, baby! Number one.
Kansas City, till we die. We're going to keep on winning. Yes, sir.
The synergy of football's biggest extravaganza and the opulence of this city creates an atmosphere unlike any other. It's a meeting of two cultural touchstones, where the pursuit of greatness meets the allure of high stakes. The Super Bowl has marked every era for the past 58 years, reflecting the fabric of American society. As our nation has evolved, so too is the Super Bowl. Iconic images that have a profound impact on the collective consciousness of the nation. It's a stage for heroes, underdogs, legends, those who never were. It is a testament to the spirit of a nation that is bound by its love for football. Well, this is where the media come together. You know, there are more than 6,000 media members here from 26 countries. And I think the energy and the excitement of the Super Bowl is best expressed on Radio Row. That's where the world's media converge all at once. And it's also a place where you can really get the best feel for the excitement of the Super Bowl.
3, 2,
And welcome back to Real Deal Sports Show.
On Radio Row, the air is charged with anticipation and enthusiasm.
Like Kellen Winslow as well.
Oh, Kellen Winslow was here.
Winslow Sr.
Did you have to carry him out?
No, that's funny. We talked about that. That's it, man.
Did you have to carry him out of this place?
He's walking very well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Measuring cup.
Radio Row is a symphony of voices.
It's all about, changing the game.
Each one carries a story, a prediction, or an opinion.
See how many dorks I can meet and losers. There's millions of them that show up at this thing every year. The escalation of it from radio tables and radio stations to streaming television networks and podcasters and radio has made it's chaos.
It's a melting pot of emotions where the love for the game unifies everyone in search of the next star to interview. This has got to be like a smorgasbord for sports fans, especially NFL fans.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just saw Joe Montana earlier.
Would Joe Montana speak to you dressed like this right now?
I'm not sure. I didn't catch him on his way out.
It's a steady stream of former players joining the kaleidoscope of sights and sounds to make their voice heard.
It can be overwhelming if you're like an introvert and you kind of like to stay in your own little lane.
After you've been here, you are in the books. You can say, hey, guess what? I was at Super Bowl Media Week, Radio Row. How many people can say that?
Even though New York isn't in the Super Bowl this year, New Jersey is well represented.
We breed these hardworking athletes.
All my homies have 3 rings from Rutgers, and I got to get my 3rd to keep up with just my best friends.
Hear from the Rutgers connection when Sin City Showdown comes back. You might be surprised to hear that Rutgers University is one of the biggest producers of Super Bowl winners. A total of 18 Rutgers graduates have gone on to win 25 Super Bowl rings. And this year, Kansas City Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco is in line for his possible 2nd Super Bowl ring in as many years. But his story goes far beyond his running ability and more about his connection with his family. Where giants clash in a battle of brute force, Isaiah Pacheco stands out for his hard-nosed running style and for the weight he carries with every stride.
The hard work and the story, that the background where I come from, and just being unsatisfied, just finding ways to get better each and every day, and working together as a team, just finding the leadership and the mentorship in one another.
When he was in high school, 2 of his siblings were murdered. He runs for them.
Understanding where I come from, my parents, we all we need, and just working hard for them is a why. And just going hard, continuing, finding that leadership every day. My family, just being a guy in a room that gives that spark.
Football became his sanctuary, a way to channel his energy into something positive. With every physical run and every hard-earned yard, he honors their memory. His style is a fitting blend of power and grace. More than a tactic, it's a testament of the resilience of the human spirit.
Whatever it takes, leave it all out there on the field. So when you say 10 or mention 10, just know that he has full excitement and he loves the game.
Rutgers can actually add 2 more rings if San Francisco wins, because Sebastian Joseph Day and Logan Ryan both went to Rutgers. For Logan Ryan, he already has 2 rings right now, but now in the twilight of his career, his love for rescue dogs has taken center stage. And that love for those dogs have proven that his compassion for the animals is as strong as his passion for football.
What's up, everybody? Just wrapped up practice, and we have Tom here, an adoptable pup.
This is an NFL star at his most honest. Logan Ryan and his wife have created a sanctuary where these 4-legged friends find love and care. But there's more to his story than just wagging tails and wet noses.
I wanted to shine light on the people in that industry, the people that donate money, the people that spend so much time. I wanted to make that my cause and champion that cause and support my wife and support animals as well. It's been a lot of fun. I love animal lovers. I love animals, so it's a win-win for me.
Every month, Ryan takes to social media to share videos of a special rescue puppy, each with its own unique story, in the hopes of finding a forever home.
Much more than a football player I try to be, and I'm all about animals like this. Shelter dogs are looking for a home. Beautiful dog.
His compassion has touched hearts. Families across the nation have been moved to open their homes.
I just try to use my platform. I'm a human being. There's a lot of causes that I like, and I try to use my platform to show those animals, help them get a home, a second chance.
And as fate would have it, the NFL gave him one more too. While on vacation and just as his cruise ship was launching, he got the call to return to the NFL, just when he thought his ship had sailed.
The ship is leaving shore and cell service is breaking up.
The ship has literally sailed.
Yeah, and I said, John, give me a week. I can barely hear you, and my wife's not going to let me leave this cruise. I wanted stability for my children to stay in Tampa, Florida. So I left and they stayed there and stayed in school. And I told them that Daddy's going to bring you to a Super Bowl in 68 days.
As he prepares to play on football's grandest stage, he carries with him the spirit of compassion that has defined his journey beyond the game. This is the week where we celebrate the triumphs of the gridiron, but also empathy that enriches the lives of so many. And it's those acts of compassion that truly make champions. We're back to show you how the next generation of football players are led by some trailblazing players from New Jersey.
Being able to pave the way for more young female athletes definitely makes a huge difference.
This is Sin City Showdown.
The date was January 12, 1969, a sunny day in Miami, Florida, where the upstart New York Jets, representing the AFL, took on the big bad Baltimore Colts of the NFL in Super Bowl III. According to center and team captain John Schmidt, no one gave the 19.5-point underdog Jets a chance.
And then Howard Cosell, before that, the 19 points, said we were going to lose 100-0, and we were friends.
But the Jets had Broadway Joe Namath, who, even though they were huge underdogs, boldly guaranteed the Jets would pull off the upset. That didn't go over too well with head coach Weeb Eubank.
Joe, you know what they're going to do? They're going to put that up on the wall in the locker room. They're going to want to kill us, Joe. Why'd you do it?
What did you feel when you heard him found out that he said
that? Can't embarrass Joe. We got to win this game.
The Jets were representing so much more than themselves. They were representing an entire league which was regarded as inferior to the NFL.
The Oakland Raiders, We hated each other, and they came over to our hotel. Get them for us. We weren't just playing for the Jets. We were playing for the league because they were trying to put us out of business, and they came pretty damn close.
The game was low scoring. The Jets would get on the board with 1 Matt Snell TD run and 3 Jim Turner field goals. They implemented an interesting strategy on offense to befuddle the Colt defenders.
We would call the play the fake play, and they would shift. Right, and then the next play would be the real, and we go the other way. And they were wondering, how could you were covered? I wasn't covered. And they were fighting with each other. That was at the end of the third quarter. They were fighting with each other, and that's when we kind of felt that we were in a good spot.
The strategy worked. The Jets pulled off the huge upset, giving the AFL its first of 2 Super Bowl victories.
More than happiness was relief, because we didn't want to let all those other teams down. More than anything else, because we didn't know what we had accomplished yet until Monday or Tuesday of that week, and then you're saying, wow.
It has been 55 years since that glorious day in Miami, the Jets' first and last Super Bowl victory, the last time they've played in the big game. Schmidt has one wish for his Jets.
Before I die, I'd like to see my team win again. I really would.
It's been a long time since Jets fans have had a chance to celebrate Super Bowl success. Well, we're here on Fremont Street with the man who thought that this was going to be their year.
I just let you know, I already booked the Flamingo February 6th through the 13th. It is so on. No, the Super Bowl's in Vegas, man. Try to stay ahead.
There he is. There he is.
What's up, Steve?
Frank West, Hall of Fame Jets fan.
All I said was I was coming, not that I said the Jets were going to be here. But I'm a big enough man to admit.
Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong.
In the world of Jets fans, Frank West is a legend. He was inducted into the Jets Fans Hall of Fame.
All the years of people telling me that, oh, what do you care so much if the Jets win or lose? They don't care about you. And then Chris Johnson hands me that jacket saying, hey, man, you earned this. There's just no words for it.
Who better than a diehard Jets fan to walk us through Vegas, a place where hopes and dreams are dangled, rarely delivered.
Every year you come to Fremont for the Super Bowl. Why is Vegas your destination for the Super Bowl every year?
Unfortunately, because Jets haven't been in it, or else I'd be wherever the Super Bowl is. You know what it is? Like practice makes perfect, right? So I'm going to practice until we get in it, and I'm going to be absolute perfection. You never know who you're going to run into over here. Right? We got the Super Bowl trophy.
Oh, this is the Lombardi Trophy with
They drew the short straw because they're the officials. Nobody likes the officials.
Yeah, everybody hates the ref. King Kong! Look out, the Empire State Building is scared. Could you imagine walking down here with the Jets logo flying high above you?
Why are you gonna do that to me? Oh, all right, what's done is done. We're focusing on the Big Easy for next year, all right? That's what we're worried about. We are worried about next year, New Orleans, getting there.
Being a Jet fan, you kind of almost have to embrace the pain, because when the goodness comes, it'll make it so much more worth it.
Well, after a while, you kind of get numb to the pain. Following the draft every year, you just know that this is the one. This is the year. And then preseason, and everything you're watching, and just feeding into what you really believe. They find new ways to drive us crazy.
What are the chances that we're going to find another Jet fan here tonight?
If they're here, they'll find me. It's like magnets. We meet.
Green and white.
Not Jets.
Oh, it's not Jets.
I don't know what that is. I'm not getting involved. I got green and white.
Whoa, 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 we got something
Eagles,
over here.
Eagles.
Oh, it's Eagles. My brain is exhausted. My eyes are exhausted.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, this is like sensory overload.
Yeah.
Are you going to enjoy the Super Bowl even though the Jets aren't in it?
I thought they canceled it, right? It's the weirdest thing.
Does it even matter at this point?
I don't even think they've had a Super Bowl since 1969. They've been canceling it every year. They keep talking about it.
Right?
But they never seem to put one on. It's weird. There's a surefire way of weeding them out.
Yeah?
We got to wait for it to quiet down a little bit. J-E-T-S!
We found a Jets fan! We found a Jets fan!
I brought this one with me. Like, show them. That's how you know you're Jet fans. That's how you. I gotta fix mine. There you go. You get married with emeralds. She's a good sport. She follows me all through this crazy football stuff. So.
Last week, the Ridgewood High School girls flag football team was gifted a trip to Orlando to enjoy the National Flag Football Championships. It's just the culmination of a year of celebration for this group of trailblazers. It's a familiar high school scene. Laughter and animated conversations fill the air. But upon closer inspection, it becomes clear the lively banter revolves around football.
Chloe went over her head to get the ball and then ripped it like this and then pulled the girl to the ground, and then the girl gets up and goes like this, gets at her face.
As they recount thrilling plays and hard-fought victories, it becomes evident football has become a shared purpose.
Football is usually like men playing tackle football. When you start talking about us being really good at flag football, that definitely does bring out some more excitement in a lot of people.
A testament to their unbreakable bond they forged through their love for the game.
My dad would always throw the ball with me in the backyard. I can always remember when I was younger, I would just make my dad throw the ball back and forth, and I would just run routes.
When the Jets hosted the 3rd annual High School Girls Flag Football League, Ridgewood arrived focused. Last year's playoff loss was seared into their memory.
Irvington takes a knee and they win this New Jersey State semifinal over Ridgewood.
They not only avenged that loss to Irvington,
Ridgewood stuns the state.
Their undefeated season culminated in a trip to the championship game against Hillside. And it was a dominating win.
As the clock hits 0, the final score, Ridgewood 47, Hillside 6.
Congratulations, Ridgewood, 2023 New Jersey State Girls Champs.
And that celebration continues. The team was even gifted a free trip to Orlando during Pro Bowl weekend to watch the Flag Football Championships.
They're just so excited. This is all they talk about. Who they're going to room with, what we're going to do, what rides we're going on. It is nonstop, 24/7 excitement. This journey has been one of the best of my life. It's empowering women across the United States to just pursue their goals and dreams and just basically show that females could do the same exact things as males can do.
For this group, football is more than just a pastime. It's a conduit through which they discovered their strength and resilience, the value of teamwork and perseverance, qualities that will serve them well in life as they continue to inspire others.
I just want them to see someone that they can look up to. Being able to pave the way for more young female athletes definitely makes a huge difference. This sport is going to go very far, and this team definitely had a big contribution to it.
There were actually 83 New Jersey girls flag football teams last year, and New Jersey is taking this so seriously they're turning it into a pilot sport, which means in 2 years, girls flag football in the state of New Jersey will be a varsity sport. You don't have to come out to Vegas to experience the Super Bowl. We'll take you inside the New York City Museum that is proving that this event is more than just a game. You're watching Sin City Showdown. Welcome back to Las Vegas, but back in New York City, the Paley Museum has an exhibit that showcases more than just the game. It's proving that this game is as much about the entertainment and the commercials. Written on these walls are the stories of Super Bowl glory. The Paley Museum opened its doors to an extraordinary exhibition, paying homage to the biggest event.
The Super Bowl has grown from a riveting football game and telecast to this national and international gargantuan shared cultural event.
This tribute is a celebration of the game's enduring legacy, but it's not all touchdowns and tackles. The halftime shows have become as memorable as the games. This is Katy Perry's actual outfit, and yes, that's the real left shark. But also part of the cultural fabric of our nation is the Super Bowl commercial. More than just advertisements, they are cultural touchstones that capture a moment in time, leaving an indelible mark on our collective memory.
As a daughter of a New York City firefighter and a New Yorker, one that still brings a tear to my eye is the Budweiser commercial that ran following a few months after 9/11, where the Clydesdales came over the Brooklyn Bridge and had that view of Lower Manhattan. and then kneeled as you looked at that view without the skyline, without the towers.
From heartfelt to humor, they've become a cherished tradition as integral as the Super Bowl game itself. This is the first public exhibit of Super Bowl commercials, and they hold a mirror to our national mindset at the time.
Hello? What's that?
A celebration of commercials that captured our attention while we bask in the glory of the game, and a chance to get a picture with the Lombardi Trophy itself, reminding us that the biggest event in American sports has really become a cultural time capsule. The Super Bowl is more than just a game. It's an event that captures the hearts of millions. It brings communities together in a shared experience. For the diehards, fandom can become an identity. It's not just a devotion to the team. It's announcing where you plant your flag and with who. It's sharing the joy of victory and the agony of defeat together. In the winning city, the victory brings an overwhelming sense of pride and unity. Streets are filled with jubilant fans waving flags amid a cacophony of cheers. For a brief moment, the city is blanketed by this collective joy that transcends race, religion, or economic status. The city itself becomes a symbol of success and triumph. In the losing city, the defeat is felt deeply. Fans hang their head in disappointment as the city grapples with the loss. Yet even in defeat, there's a sense of solidarity and solace. The disappointment eventually gives way to determination. Fans rally around the team, vowing to come back stronger. It serves as a reminder to the unwavering loyalty and passion that unite them.
Let's go Niners, baby! Not again!
The Super Bowl is a reflection of the American spirit. It brings people together, ignites passions, and reminds us of the power of community. So as we prepare to witness another chapter in football history, let's remember the impact of the Super Bowl extends far beyond the final score. So pick a side.